I'm gonna I'm gonna try to be quick. I have my family's waking up, and our newborn will start making noise in the background. So what I noticed is reading through this is that the challenge mentions going through this is interesting. First thing you see is okay. I'm gonna need to do something about that because there's a gap there, right, in the string, and then they nicely put the everything in a nice string like this here to show you. This is meant to obviously trip it up. And then they got another quack. I find it hard to scroll on this on their setup. For some reason, it always seems like something is not scrolling or something. I don't know why this box is here at all. It actually provides a jankiness. But anyway, if you look at it, one of the things that caught my eye was this. So I immediately thought that the code should be a switch statement. There's obviously if and if else is another one. So if you go back to, I don't think it shows it here anymore, but there is a hint. There we go. The hint shows if statements and then comparison operators. So if you go over to the comparison operator, something that's important to note is the difference here between the double equal and the triple equal. If you haven't read it already, you should probably take the time to go down and read the difference between those two. And that's my lovely daughter. Because you should use triple equal whenever possible. So working through the problem, the first thing we need to recognize is that we need a suite of logic. I took the brackets out of here. It's just my way. And I don't use semicolons either, so don't worry if that doesn't make sense. So I saw a lot of people were using the if else, so I mocked that one up real quick. Let's just take that up here. I don't know why it's not copying and pasting for me. Let's see. Okay, appears to be due to the screen recorder. So, looking at this, you see this is the first one, and then return that. One of the things that I did differently is I did a triple equals. That's why I alert you to the to this here, this page that Lighthouse Labs links to. You should take a look at that. The other thing I did differently is I used backticks. That's a key that's in the top left corner of your keyboard. Typically, it's next to this. That's the backtick, but it's also on the same key is this symbol. So if you're looking for it, it's right next to the one, and it has both these symbols on it typically. I don't. Oh, that's right. I did the semicolons just to make their editor happy. It gets grumpy here. See. Let's make this one complete. So looking at this, I did it all on single lines because it was so short. It made it really clear for legibility, for readability. It's just if it's this, if it's that, if it else it's that, and then return that. So this was really interesting pattern, but I think using if else is easier to understand if you're newer. I always felt it was than a switch statement, but I think I'd like to hear what you guys think. This is more difficult to read. There's more noise happening in here, especially even in the colorization. It actually creates more abstract noise. So let's grab the next one. I'm gonna have to pause again to paste. There we go. So I have it back. Let's see here, and then there's this one. So this one passes all the tests as well. It's the same thing. Let's see, wonderful, wonderful. But this is the pattern I used. The only reason those breaks have semicolons, to be honest with you, is because I don't memorize breaks or switch statements. I always just copy and paste the sort of like scaffolding from MDN, and then I just fill it out from there. I've never taken the time to memorize the formatting. Just so that's just me. But anyway, I'd love to know what you think, which one you think is better. And yeah, if the instructors want to weigh in, that'd be cool too. Hope you enjoyed this little walkthrough.